Welcome to Fairfax Kitchen and Bath's latest kitchen renovation. It might not seem like it, but today we are in the heart of Burke with this gorgeous, eclectic, vintage-inspired kitchen, and we'd love to show it off to you. So obviously this isn't a very cookie cutter style, and the original layout and kitchen that was here before was very cookie cutter and traditional, and it just didn't meet the needs of the homeowners. They wanted something that they would really enjoy living with, as they plan on being here for a long while. So they were like, why not just go ahead and pull the trigger and create the kitchen of their dreams here, because it is the heart of the house. And they reached out to Fairfax Kitchen and Bath. They told us what they didn't like, what they wanted. They had a very clear vision of how they wanted this kitchen to be. We actually had this inspiration picture that had deep teal cabinets, butcher block countertops, a bold wallpaper, and we wanted to introduce all those elements into the space while changing the layout to work for their needs. The previous kitchen was kind of oddly shaped. It was like a galley kitchen with this like weird mini peninsulas on either side of the sink. We eliminated that and went with a more traditional galley style, but then wrapped the kitchen into the living room, and that's where we tied in the bar and the pantries. This space combines mid-century modern elements with vintage-inspired touches. So we have the mix of deep, moody cabinetry, vibrant wallpaper, touches of brass, blacks, nickels, stainless steel. It creates a very ornate touch, and it draws in a lot of the nature from outside. I know we talk about that a lot, but nature is very inspiring and you can never get tired of it. And we have a lot of great windows, great scenery out here, so we really wanted to feed into that a little bit and really make sure that we had something that's a little different from your typical quartz countertop or even natural stone. While this countertop will require a lot of maintenance, it does add a lot of character and is almost one of the sealing touches of the kitchen space. Homeowners really wanted a bar-like element in here, so it is a little unconventional to have it by a major large window, but rather than using this as a standard eat-in kitchen space, we just kept the dining table in the dining room. That's where you can have your family meals, but then you get this alternative to a table where you have this bar-like seating, where you can do schoolwork, you could do work from home, and you could also just sit there and have breakfast or just casual dining. While this is a very moody space, they will need lighting at some point, so we introduced a lot of recessed lighting that's dimmable, LED under cabinet lights that add a wonderful glow, and then of course these really cute vintage inspired pendants. For the tiles, we want to bring in some more green because you can never have enough green. And then another huge inspiration was tiling the hood in some way, and there was some back and forth on color, but we found this really cool, almost industrial brick-like tile that has a golden sparkle to it. So we went with that on the hood to add some contrast, rather than going with your traditional microwave or having just a stainless steel hood up there. It brings in some more color and depth. Another unconventional part of this kitchen is where the microwave is. So we needed a real solution for that, and taking up base cabinet space wasn't an option because we're kind of limited here. And then also when you put the microwave in a wall cabinet, it tends to stick out, and we didn't want a disruption to the architectural elements there. So what we did was we built this custom pantry-like unit where we fit the microwave inside of it and then customize the trim around it so that it's nice and built in, but it also gives them alternative pantry space in addition to that. These cabinets are really cool. They are fully custom from WoodHarbor, and this was one of the most key elements to the kitchen. They showed me a picture with these like shiplap cabinets, and it wasn't something you could find very often back then, but one of my custom lines offered this really cool offset shiplap pattern on a cabinet door, and we immediately knew that that's the cabinet they were going to go with. There was no other option really. And then I found this custom green teal color to go on top of it, and it really gives a very, again, eclectic, whimsical vibe. It almost reminds me of Alice in Wonderland in a way. So we definitely thought that would be the star of the show here, and I think it really pulls in a lot of that greenery, both from outside, from the wallpaper, and then from the walls as well. Thanks so much for being here with us again, and we look forward to seeing you on our next renovation journey.